So hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Vaz. If you're new, welcome to the family. If you're old, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new, by the way, make sure you click that subscribe button right now. It's this little red thing that says subscribe because I am so close. We are so close to 20,000. Like 20,000. Do you know how many people 20,000 is? Like, if you actually think of it, like trying to fit 20,000 people into your living room, impossible. Into your street, impossible. You need like an arena to have 20,000 people, and that's insane that 20,000 people are here. Eyes in this, like, it's just whoa, crazy. So please subscribe so we can have a big celebration. I'm trying to decide what to do for 20,000. If you have any suggestions, please tell me down below. Like, how do we celebrate? A giveaway, a meet and greet, collab? Like, what do you want for 20,000? Let me know. But yeah, let's move on. And also, one more thing, can we please get this video to like 80 likes? Because to me, a like is like a hug. So when I see that you guys are liking the video, it shows me that you're engaging with the video, which means you can hear me and you're listening, and then I get a hug in my brain. So 80 likes is 80 hugs, and I'll be 80 smiles happier. So today's video, we're going to be talking about failures, setbacks, rejection, all of those kind of things, because I feel like a lot of us are going through it. A lot of young people are feeling like failures. We're feeling rejected. We're feeling unheard. We're feeling just isolated because Twitter and Instagram makes you feel like you've got to be winning 24/7 and for you to be someone, and that's just not the case. And even this hashtag of Black excellence, like, I sometimes I don't know how I feel about it yet, because to me it fosters this environment of you've always got to be on the go and you can't even stop to take a moment to appreciate what you've done, what you've achieved, what you've got. It's really, I don't know, I kind of sometimes think it's a little bit toxic. I understand the beginnings of it and why we have that hashtag, but sometimes I wonder, are we setting the bar so high that people never feel good enough, that no one ever appreciates how far they've come because the bar is always getting higher and higher? And are we being too self-critical? I don't know. Different discussion for a different day. But yeah, I want to talk about that, and I'm going to tell you guys what I've been going through, because hopefully someone out there can relate and it helps me get it off my chest. So the first thing that happened is I failed something that I'd really been working hard on, and it's still a secret for my friends and family, so I can't exactly say what it is, but I'm sure you guys can like get the hint. But I failed something that I'd really been working hard on, and I was trying to like surprise everyone and really just, I don't know, it was such a defeating moment to hear or to see the words that it's not gonna work out. Because you know when you put like your time, effort, money into something and then it doesn't go the way that you thought it would go. But the moment it happened, my first instinct was, oh my god, V, what's wrong with you? Like, you're such a loser. Like, you fail. How can you fail something, and how can you not? You've been working so hard for it. Everything was set for it to go well. Why did you ruin it? Why did you not like do what you had to do? And I had to stop and say, V, like, you've been working so hard. Look at how far you've come. A few months ago you did not have this skill at all, and now you have the skill. So like, why can't you appreciate the fact that you've even gotten this far? And it was really hard for me. And I think as well, telling my sister about it was what made me feel better, because she was like, oh girl, that's not that big of a deal, like, we can always try again, like, you can take your time, try again, all that stuff. And it was just kind of an uplifting moment for me, because I realized everything, there's a plan for everything. If it had happened at that moment that I got that thing, I feel like maybe I wasn't ready for it, or it wasn't the right time, or something bad could have happened as a result of me trying to obtain that thing early when my time wasn't yet. Does that make sense? I'm trying to like be vague because I know my mom watches these videos and it's still a surprise for her, so I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. And the second thing that happened is I had applied for a summer internship. I really wanted it. It was in New York. I'd applied. I'd worked so hard. I was even like telling my friends like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know which one to pick. Like, should I go to New York? Or, like, to me, it was happening. I'd already like claimed it as mine. And when I got that email saying you were unsuccessful, it was just like, oof. It was such a blow, because you know when you've, like, I spent so much time on the application. I feel like I had the right qualification. It was just perfect. Like spending my summer in New York. Like I'd already planned my summer around that. And when I got that rejection, I was like, oh my God. I was so upset, and I thought, I can't tell anyone because everyone's counting on me. Everyone's expecting me to do well. So if I don't do well, then they're gonna think I'm a failure or I've let them down. And obviously you guys as well, like my supporters, the subscribers on this channel, I feel like I'm like an older sister kind of thing to you guys. So when something doesn't go right, I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna think, why are we even listening to her? She's not qualified to guide us or help us because she can't even like get what she needs and wants. So in the end, it was like one door closed and then another one opened, but I wasn't expecting it to open, if that makes sense. So that was a moment of, no, some failures, some rejections even are bringing you one step closer to what is meant to be yours, if that makes sense. And yeah, so that happened and I was really upset, and I thought I've let my mom down because she was excited about New York. She was so excited, but she was like, it's fine, like we can always try again next year or something else will come up. And it did, which sometimes it doesn't always happen. I know, like you don't always get like rejected from your dream university and another one comes. It doesn't always work out that way, but I don't know. The other thing that happened was there was a TV show. So you know that I want to be like not that I want to be a presenter full time. It's just that I would like to go down the presenting route right now in my life. Like it's something that I enjoy, and who knows, I don't believe in this whole what are you gonna become, because it's like you're always becoming. That's what Michelle Obama told me. I love her. You're always becoming, you know, so like you're always evolving. So I would like to, as one of the things I do in my life, do TV presenting at some point. And this show reached out. It was all perfect. I was like the main presenter. They wanted me. The casting directors were happy. The producers, everyone was on board. It was happening. I was excited. It was going to be one of the announcements that I was going to make to you guys on Instagram in like a few weeks. It was all set out to go to plan. And then the commissioners dropped out. Literally like the day after the New York internship said no, the commissioners, which is basically the people that pay for the project, were like, yeah, we don't want to run it anymore. We've like, and that could be for any reason. Like you just never know. It could be because they found another project, or maybe their budget wasn't enough, or maybe they don't like the idea anymore, or the climate of like TV changes and the conversation moves and they need something else that's going to be entertaining or whatever. But it means that it's dropped, and it means that I'm not going to have that job for now. And it was just so, I was like, oh my God. And you know, when you've planned it all out, like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and that. And I was like, oh no. And once again, I had to step outside. I was like, V, maybe doing this TV presenting gig could have changed your life forever for the worse. Maybe you'd have never had privacy ever again. You might have had to decide to leave uni or do that show or this and that. Like maybe it happened for a reason. Maybe God's timing is different. I just think everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we won't understand it in that moment, but it's okay, because failures are not, they don't define us. Like they're not us. It's not that V didn't get her New York internship, so now V is a New York internship reject. No, I'm still V. I just happened to be rejected from my internship in New York. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not even your successes. That's another thing that I think people get carried away with. Just because you've had a successful moment, it doesn't mean that that's now who you are. You're just still you, and you've had a moment of joy and success. It's character building. So I put rejection and success and failure all on the same pedestal, because they all make us who we are today. They make us better people, because when you get a success, you realize you're worthy, and you know you can do it and you're able. And when you get rejected, you realize actually maybe that's not what I want, or that wasn't for me, and you harness like the skills that you did best within that situation, and you carry them forward, and you leave your a little bit of a weaknesses there, and you like improve on it, right? So none of it is a failure. Actually, it's all just progress and character building. One of my biggest worries is Oxford. I am so scared that I am going to fail Oxford. Like it's something that's always on my mind. I feel like, you know, when you feel like there are some forces out there like against you, like, oh, she gets everything that she wants, so guess what, we are gonna make sure she doesn't get that degree from Oxford. Like I feel like there's someone plotting against me somewhere. It's just in my mind. It's paranoia, and it's something that I fear that's why I work extra hard on my exams, and I try to make sure everything else is in order before that could even happen. And that's something I'm really scared of. Failing Oxford or even being rejected from either Harvard, Princeton, Yale, whatever. I'm really scared about that. I take my academics very seriously, and that's something that I am worried about. And if it happens, if I fail Oxford, I still went there, I still got the skills there, I still had the time of my life there. Like, you can't focus on the negatives of a situation. You've got to take what was positive and carry it forward, and leave what was bad and just grow from it. So that's what I wanted to say. Like, please do not think that your moments of success or failure define you, because they don't. They just make you a better person. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because I think it's contradictory what I'm saying, but I know what I'm trying to say in my head. Like, it's just a moment that happened to you. You are not that thing. You are the person experiencing it, you know? So yeah, that's it, guys. And I hope that was somewhat helpful for someone who feels like they are going through like a dark moment, or they can't see the bright light at the end, or they feel like nothing's going their way and they're just trying and trying. Please don't give up. Don't give up, because there's always, and I know this sounds so cliche, but there's always a silver lining. There's always a glass that's half full and not half empty, and there's always lemons to make lemonade with. But I love you guys so much, and I hope this video was kind of like resonated with someone, because boy, we're all going through it. We're all just young people trying our best, and we should not be as hard on ourselves as we are, because you're doing fine, sweetie. You're doing great. Yeah, I love you guys. Speak to you in my next video. Please give me 80 likes, 80 hugs. Love you so much, and see you in the next one. And make sure you subscribe, and let's get to 20,000 subscribers. Okay, love you so much, and bye.